Fox News contributor Lara Trump has taken the outrage of wokeness to bizarre new levels. In fact, in a recent rant on Fox News, one of the younger Trumps went after Microsoft Word's Office Assistant. Now, you might remember this Office Assistant as being a paperclip, Clippy. Who would give out some advice that people were not exactly in favor of. Clippy was not very popular during his time. And so Lara Trump's going to, I guess, explain why.
Yes, it is very concerning as a parent to have what feels very Orwellian, very like 1984 happening in our society right now. The fact that Microsoft Word, somebody's reading this and assessing what I'm writing, I don't need you to do that for me. It feels a lot to me like I have one of those cars with a push button start. It will not turn on unless I jingle the keys around. And let me tell you, every time I get in the car, I'm like, do I need this thing thinking for me? It feels so much like that. I'm so irritated by the time I start driving. Bad for everybody else on the road. Believe me, people are going to be irritated when they're trying to write their papers.
If only Clippy had been there during the time of this filming. Maybe he could have said, hey, Lara, it looks like you're about to say something really stupid. Would you like some help in not doing that? Just saying. I feels like Clippy was made for people like her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's funny about that, and a lot of things were funny about that, but she also admitted that, well, she said that basically her car is smarter than she is. She's too dumb to figure out how to use a push button start. I have a car that has push button start. You know what you do? You don't jingle your keys. Okay? You don't even have keys. You have a fob. You have a key fob, okay? And what you do in order to start your car is you put your foot on the brake and then you push the button. That's it. Now, has Lara Trump ever driven a car? Now, from that response, probably not. The idea that someone so allegedly rich driving their own car is ridiculous. Of course they don't drive their own car. She has a chauffeur. That's what she has. And look, she could probably hire a ghostwriter like her daddy did. But here's the thing, right? So to respond to what she was saying, does she literally think that Clippy or whatever is watching what she's typing in Word? That's ridiculous. It's automated. Nobody is reading Lara Trump's Word document. All right? Her day-to-day Microsoft Word rantings or writings are not being monitored by a human person. It makes no sense. What a bizarre thing to believe. Absolutely bizarre. Look, in reality, here's the thing. The checker in Word can be turned on or it can be turned off. Apparently, it's pretty easy to do. So now, there's different things that it does check for grammar. And it basically checks age bias, cultural bias, ethnic slurs, gender bias, gender-neutral pronouns, gender-specific language, racial bias, sexual orientation bias, and socioeconomic bias. So it is checking proper language and proper grammar, and basically it's telling people to not be a dick. Who knew that proper grammar also meant using proper pronouns for proper people? I know, but apparently the right, they're like, I'm so mad at this. Oh my God. I am so mad that Microsoft Word is trying to get me to not be a dick by making me use proper grammar and pronouns. I am a victim of wokeness if I get grammar checked because I use bad grammar. Okay. Look, this is very, very weak, very, very sad. Again, feeds into the right-wing victimhood mentality. And I couldn't help, by the way, in that video that I showed, that you got a couple of guys in there that were laughing kind of uncomfortably, like just like a chuckle, like, oh my God. Is she really that stupid that she doesn't know how to start a car with a push button start? Just push brake, push. You think that Clippy's, oh my God, this person's really stupid. Well, I mean, maybe they're thinking there's no way she could be that dumb. That's where you're wrong. She can be that dumb because she's a Trump.